What's up, guys? It's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with a little bit of Destiny 2 commentary. I was actually just getting ready to go to bed to get ready for work tomorrow when I read a very interesting thread on Reddit tonight, and I just could not go to bed without talking about this, making a video about it. So I'm going to link down below to the thread on Reddit that I found. But essentially, Destiny 2 has launched on the PC, and it's having all kinds of problems already. And the reason I titled this video, Bungie is Digging Their Own Grave, is because they are essentially killing Destiny 2. They're killing themselves as a company right now. The game is bleeding players like nothing else. The player population is down massively since the game came out. People are fed up. You're even seeing some of the larger YouTubers who've always supported Bungie starting to finally realize what's going on here. And even some of them are saying the game is just boring to tears and it's not worth playing. There's no reward. There's no reason to play. There's no incentive. But they launched the game on PC, and a lot of people wanted to check it out on PC despite some of the warnings from console players about how boring the game was and how meaningless the game was. And it would appear that there are just massive amounts of players on PC getting banned for literally no reason. So this thread on Reddit is actually kind of a funny, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek guide on how not to get banned from Destiny 2 on PC. And it's essentially any kind of software you run in the background that might have some kind of game capture on it or some kind of overlay. Even if you go into like your MSI Afterburner or your GeForce software that comes with your graphics card, it's possible to get banned, and it's a permanent ban. You cannot get back into the game. It basically is an account ban. There's nothing you can do about it. Bans are permanent. You won't be able to get back onto the game per Bungie's policy. And it's really, if any of these software items are running on your computer at all, even Discord is on there, which I just think is absolutely hilarious. But I've been reading some of the forum stories, the horror stories. There was a guy who was updating his GeForce drivers, and his buddies wanted him to hop back in and do a public event, and he did, and he got permanently banned from the game instantly. There's some people who logged in, played through 5 minutes of the first campaign mission, and got banned instantly from the game because they had some just general Windows 10 stuff running in the background. So this is a nightmare for Bungie. This is an absolute PR disaster waiting to happen. And it's amazing they released the game in a state where this was allowed to occur. Now, I said a couple months ago that I did not think Bungie would be ready for the firestorm they would face if this game was bad for PC. And once the PC population gets a hold of it, they're going to have a field day ripping Bungie to shreds over this. The fact that they allowed this game to release in this state where you can get banned for running a graphics card update in the background is ridiculous. And this just shows how far Bungie has fallen. And at this point, it seems like they almost want this game to fail. Intentionally, almost. It seems their ineptitude is intentional. I actually tweeted that at Bungie the other day, and highlighting a video I found on YouTube where one of their bigger YouTubers was talking about how bad the game was. And just told them, I said, at this point, it seems like your ineptitude with Destiny 2 is intentional. There just can't be any reason for the game to have been launched in such a state with such poor development. And even teaming up with Blizzard, Blizzard's got to take a little bit of the backlash on this too, because they were supposedly helping Bungie get the PC release ready, and it still releases with this garbage in the game. It's just unbelievable. Like I said, it's the fact these are major developers working on a AAA title, and this is the kind of crap that is allowed to occur in their game. It's unbelievable. And I don't think they're ready for the backlash that's going to occur. I've seen some of the PC reviews already coming out. I think some of them have been a little bit too generous to the game. It's almost like they always start their thing off too with, "Oh, I was generously invited by Activision," which to me says you've been paid off to write some good things about the game. But it's just getting funny at this point how bad this release has gone for them and how they continue to shoot themselves in the foot over and over again. There was a Luke Smith interview the other day where he was just oblivious to everything and just acting like everything's all fine and dandy. And of course, there's been Deej and his great little comment about how the end game is really the friend game. It's where you meet people. It's not about content or any of that stuff. So it's just amazing to watch Destiny shoot itself in the foot. For years, we wondered what game would come along and finally kill Destiny, but it survived through everything. mainly because AAA titles and most games in general over the last couple of years have just been incredibly lackluster. But now they might finally do it. They might kill the game themselves. They might not need another game to come along and do it for them. It seems they're doing a very good job of it on their own right now, and I'm just amazed. There's just no way they can continue to have support after some of these problems that have been happening. I'm sure they're still going to have their normal little army of YouTubers who will back them no matter what. But even some of the diehard fans, some of the diehard fanboys who defend Bungie at every turn are starting to finally see that this game is an absolute mess. It's a mess, and they can't seem to figure it out. And I don't think they can fix it, to be honest with you. I think the things they need to do to fix it would just require completely recoding the game and starting from scratch, and there's no way Activision's going to allow them to do that. Another interesting tidbit is the player population numbers for Destiny have actually disappeared from the Destiny tracking websites. A lot of people were using those to kind of highlight the fact the game was just dying out very quickly after 3 or 4 weeks, and those stats have since been removed. Most are speculating that was per Activision reaching out asking the tracker websites to remove the player population. Destiny Tracker released a statement talking about how the numbers couldn't be reliable, and they didn't think they were usable, and too many people were using them to make negative arguments about the game, which was kind of hilarious, because if that's the case, why do they have tracking stats up for all the other games? Why would they just remove Destiny's? It just seems very, very odd, especially on the day that the PC game came out. So some very interesting things going on. I also wanted to talk about one personal tidbit that I absolutely found hilarious, and to me just speaks to how sensitive Bungie is about criticism and how they don't want to hear anything negative about their game or their products or anything. I have actually been blocked by Luke Smith on Twitter. I had to laugh. That is how sensitive Bungie is. Because I've tweeted a few things at Bungie, and I've put Deej and Luke Smith in those tweets, where I call them out for their crap, for their bull crap, like I always do. I don't have any problem with it, but I am a nobody. I barely have almost 2,400 subscribers on YouTube. I'm not a big YouTuber. I don't want to be a big YouTuber. I do this for fun. I have a real job during the week, and I kind of just do YouTube as my hobby. But I'm a very, very small YouTuber. On Twitter, I'm even more of a nobody. I have maybe 40 followers at that. I barely even tell people I have a Twitter account. Most of my followers are some friends from college and some other people, but it's hilarious. That Luke Smith is so offended and so sensitive to what I say about this game when I criticize it that he's actually blocked me on Twitter. I'm sure Deej is not far off on that, but it gave me such a great laugh. I thought it was so funny. And I'm like, wow, I thought I'm just a nobody, but apparently I'm famous enough to get blocked by Luke Smith on Twitter. So, just hilarious stuff. It's just so funny. But anyways, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to jump on real quick and just kind of highlight some of this information that's coming out. And again, talk about how ridiculous it is that they've allowed the PC game to release in such a state. As usual, definitely look forward to seeing your comments about the game. Feel free to leave them down below. Let me know if you're still playing Destiny 2. Or if, like me, you've kind of gone back and been playing Destiny 1 a bit. Maybe that's Bungie's great plan, is they want to make Destiny 2 so bad. There's some big secret DLC they're doing for Destiny that they're going to bring back, and they're trying to push players back towards Destiny. Maybe that's what their master plan is at this point, because I know the population on Destiny is actually fairly strong right now. There's a lot of people going back and playing the original Destiny. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. If you're one of those PC players who has been running into trouble, or you've already been banned because of this ridiculous list of software. And of course, Bungie claims they're trying to prevent people from cheating by putting this in there, but it just seems amazing that some of these background applications can actually get you banned from the game. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you again next time.